God, it's Friday and you're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz right here on JoyNews on Multi TV. I'm excited, not because it's a Friday, I'm just excited. But yes, as I said, I keep telling you every day, it looks like there's so much for us this Christmas and we perhaps can't afford to miss one event or the other. So it's good for you to know so that when that time comes, you know which one to go for. But I can promise and tell you right now that I have one of the hottest man on social media seated here. They have an event coming up. He's very busy on Facebook. He communicates a lot. And every message you send to him, he replies to you because he has something around social media and it's just okay for him to do that. Welcome once again. It's been a year.
Yes, since I last came here.
How was it last year anyway?
It was massive, thanks to your help as well. You know, it was our first time, but the turnout was massive. You know, over 120 people turned out for our first road trip. So, yeah, it was great. It was
so,
great.
With the people who came, was it couples or these are just friends? And did we end up getting people, you know, continuing from where they started from?
Well, definitely, we had a lot of couples. We had single people, but generally it was made up of social media friends trying to, you know, link up and have a good time at the end of the year. And you know, as the City Escape Hangout, what we're going to talk about is like the curtain raiser to all the December events, and so it was the first feel of the excitement in December. So that was pretty much it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many people are you looking forward to have, you know, to join you for this year's event? Yeah.
This year it takes a different shape because it's a sleepover. Last year it was just a return trip. This year is a sleepover, and so we are expecting between say 70 to say 100 people, you know, join us. It depends because the deadline is still not due and the date hasn't. I mean, we haven't reached the day of the event, and so you can't really tell. But I mean, between 70 and 100 should be possible.
Now, for those who perhaps did not watch us last year or did not know what we actually talked about, can you actually run us through or tell us what the City Escape Hangout is all about? Okay,
the story of the City Escape Hangouts is that you know, so many of us interact on social media. We are always talking to our friends, commenting on stuff, you know, liking pictures, all of that, but we never really got a real feel of ourselves. We're always behind our phone screen. So the objective of the hangout was to bring people together from any part of Ghana. So far as you are friends with someone, as far as you interact on a certain social media platform, you know, it was an opportunity to get people together from all over, and that was the general, you know, trick for the City Escape Hangout. Yeah.
Of course, and we are looking. So this year, where is it happening? And maybe you can also run us through activities you're going to be doing for this year.
Right. This year is happening at Cisneros Resort in Sogakope. And then as it's a day and a half event, you know, we would meet at the Accra Mall at 8 a.m. and we should set off by 8:30. We should be off, you know, to Cisneros Resort in Sogakope. And then we have like a lot of fun games going on there. We've got so many things. I mean, there's going to be a lunch buffet. There's going to be so many competitions. There's going to be a trophy to be won. Okay. And because you are going to be divided in groups. So the trick is that we don't want people to mingle or come with, talk to only those they came with. So you're going to be randomly grouped, you know, and so that it improves the interactive level of the entire trip. So yeah, that's how it's going to be.
Okay, and dates for the trip is when?
6th December to 7th December. So we go on Friday, that is Farmers Day holiday, and then we come back the next day, which is Saturday.
Are you going with your girl?
Going alone.
Even today you're trying to ride one. What do you mean by you're going alone?
Going alone.
Is Komla going with his girl?
I cannot tell.
You can't tell for Komla?
It's not good to talk about someone and the person is not present.
So you're, so this time, are you looking forward to maybe add some entertainment, maybe musicians or actors to join you guys? Well,
we've got comedians joining in, you know, we have comedian Shegela Bobo, and then we've got Ojo, he's also a comedian. And then we've got a singer, he's called Maurice McCaffrey, he's also going to be there. And then we've got a couple of surprises. We've got a movie night, you know, we've got karaoke, and so many things. You just have to be there so you don't miss it.
Okay, are we paying for it?
Yes, please, you are. For singles, it's 450 Ghana cedis, and for a couple, you know, it's 750 Ghana cedis. What happens with single is you get to have your room all by yourself. But if you come as a double or a couple, then you share your room with your partner. That's it. So it's a room per head.
It's a room per head. So guys, we're looking forward to a great one before Christmas, and it looks like they are setting the tone for us to, you know, get into it and then, you know, have a feel of it. So, as you heard him, 6th and 7th. So, all you have to do is to actually get everything ready. Pack your belongings. You can start packing now. Just make your payments and, you know, get ready for that day. So, yes, that's my man here, and he's been telling us more about the City Escape Hangout. I wish to join you, but it looks like I might not be around, but maybe next year we can. Unfortunately, so maybe next year I can join you guys. And why are you not? It's an annual. Why are you not doing it maybe twice a year or something? But you have to wait till like all the way to Christmas.
Yeah, you see, the thing about special events is the more often you do them, the more tired people get of you. And so if we end up sacking everyone, like, you know, we do it quarterly, at some point people are going to get tired of coming. So, you know, one of the tricks or incentives of making people want to come is because it's once in a year, and so they would want to be there, they wouldn't want to miss. But if they know it's going to happen, okay, in a couple of months, then they'll be like, I won't go this one, I'll go to the next one. You see that thing?
All right, yeah, so guys, let's all meet on that day. Then let's go out there and have a good. And thanks to you too, and all the best in everything you do.
Thank you.
Come back here next year and tell us of what happened.
Yeah, hopefully next year you'll be going with me.
Oh yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Right, so those were members of the City Escape Hangout, and they are looking forward to have a good time this Christmas. And now moving on, Amachi Dede and Trigmatic are in the news for wrong reasons, and that's because Trigmatic said something that is actually causing something between him and Amachi Dede. Now here's the story. So Trigmatic went on radio and he was being interviewed, and well, he was being asked about some of the top musicians and then, you know, their writing skills and all of that. He mentioned quite a number of them, but did say that he's actually heard that Abranti Amachi Dede's music or his lyrics is being written by someone else, not himself. And after he said initially came up in the news and it died out, but now we're hearing that Amachi Dede is suing Trigmatic for 1 million Ghana cedis. Now this story has really gone viral, and we've only heard what Trigmatic said and what Amachi Dede had said somewhere. And so my colleague Noella Karinyali caught up with Amachi Dede via phone to find out more what he's heard and what he plans to do. And here's what Amachi Dede told Noella Karinyali.
Okotna radio say I don't write my own music. Because I have no xylophone radio.
He made those statements on xylophone radio.
Maybe he knows Obi Outre and John Mamia. That's all back out and no Babache. Because things are cancer I have no course near their mean in fact.
Since he made those statements, I've got so many calls and my reputation has been soiled. His statements also discredits my good legacy. It's simply defamatory, so he should come to court with the individual he knows to have written my songs for me.
That's all.
Right now, per story nearby, you know, Kase, sue now who sue Trigmatic, no, it's based on a publication you saw on a certain blog stating that Trigmatic says you don't write your story. Inti epesi who say, is that true? And also when your evidence be, when your voice be and a video be of him.
When your voice be, so I say the same radio station friend.
Oh yes, I have evidence. In fact, he later withdrew the statement on the same platform he made them, but I refuse to accept this.
But I'm now the maybe scapegoat until the time no do on my age now. I'm say, but I said no cause to see how the person make a one thing there.
Metiasa na obisu baby say the why penny na Trigmatic so I obaket swa no so ye nyumi enka asemi de enka senka mo betimi delay on you and him basis and who he saw the nebe court. And so how do you respond to that?
Before so be bet me I baby so na ni pana.
For him to have made those statements, he must have thought through it.
Since our publications never out say, you know, you're suing him for 1 million Ghana cedis, no? Has he reached out to you or has his team reached out to you?
No.
No, he hasn't reached out or apologized to me.
On be power chokra.
Debbie.
Right, so that was a match day, and he seemed to be quite serious about it. Even though we've heard reports that Trigmatic had actually apologized to him, but he says that Trigmatic and his team have not reached out to him. So I guess the apology is just in the air, but we are hopeful that these two musicians will come together and resolve the issue, even though it's already in court. Now, moving on, Samuel is a gospel musician based in the UK, and my colleague Becky caught up with him, and he's been talking about his music, but he says that he's actually hoping to impact with his music in society, both in London and in Ghana.
After Conquer, I mean before and after Conquer, we had about 12 songs that have been done already, and there are more that we've not even touched it. So after Conquer, I would say there are about 8 or 9 that is ready, that we're gonna release very soon and promote it. So if we want to say an album, we've got the numbers to make an album, but it's up to the management to decide if we're gonna do an album or we're gonna do a release or maybe do free. I just want to impact life, impact my generation, let them know no matter what, I mean, whoever is going through the problems, the challenges, God can make a way where there seems to be, as the Bible says. So I'm here to impact the world, my generation, and whoever is linked to my music. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's about the money aspect. Frankly speaking, I don't think about money when it comes to me and my music or my ministry. It's not about music. It's not about